Hey, and welcome back to the channel. We have another episode of Chad's Perspectives, and this one might ruffle a feather or two. I hope I did a good job with the thumbnail, but chances are I probably didn't because I suck at those. But the fact is that we're going to get into some controversial topics here, like cent per point value, the Amex debate, and of course, we'll have YouTube perspectives as well. So I'll let my co-star do her thing because I'm going to keep it at least PG, and then we'll jump right into it.
Welcome back to my dad's channel. If you're new here, make sure to click that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to share.
So first things first, let's go ahead and take the gloves off. And I am going to say something that is going to probably piss off a bunch of credit card bros. And I don't care because I've heard the arguments, they get on my nerves. So I'm going to say what no one else has the nerve to say to you. Now I'm going to build the suspense. Because here we are trying to be a more discerning credit card collector. That is what this space is about. You're not here because you're looking for great video quality. By all means, my editing has plateaued. I even answered that in a comment earlier today. You are here because when you walk into the room, when you listen to me, I want you to be the smartest credit card user in the room. So, with that being said, now that I've built up the suspense and you've had to hear me just flap my gums and not tell you exactly what it is the perspective is, here's the perspective. There is no such thing, period, as an objectively bad points redemption. Yeah, I said it. There's no such thing as an objectively bad points redemption. What? Oh my God. That's why no one watches you, credit card bros. So, why is there no such thing as an objectively bad credit card points redemption? Because of something that I said in earlier perspectives, things that I've said in my earlier videos, like this. Essentially, when you use your credit cards and you earn your UR points, your thank you points, your MR points, your Wells Fargo, whatever they call their points, all you're doing is prepaying to redeem those points later. See? So anyway, these points have a cash value. No matter what it is, you've already bought stuff with your money. You've paid your credit card and you have the points left over. These points still retain a value. So I don't care if you're auditioning for 600-pound life and you've lived in a grocery store with your gold card, you already got the food, you already got the congenital heart failure, but the fact is you're left over with points. So if you want to trade said points for 0.7 or 0.6 cents per point, that's objectively not bad because it's still something extra that you got when you spent this money, provided you didn't spend interest and cancel it out. But that's the whole thing. I don't get these debates, and people will argue with you, and they will argue with you and argue with you. Oh, and you already know how I feel about the teams. That was in another one, and there was profanity. Team cashback, team travel, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. They have a cash value. Say it with me, cash value. So to tell me objectively that there's such a thing as a bad redemption when these are icing on the cake, they're sweeteners, it makes no sense to me. It's just bollocks. Now, people who are talking to you via camera on YouTube, like this guy, will not actually tell you that because they need you to lean to another to one side or the other because they need you to go down there and click their referrals and so on and so forth, yada yada yada. That's the whole spiel. So I'm probably going to get in trouble for even saying this, but there is no such thing as an objectively bad redemption. You have already earned the points. You got the primary thing that you've already paid for. If you want to donate your points to charity, you got a psychic victory. If you want to travel around the world, you have a physical aspirational victory. And these are all things that you then don't have to pony up more money for, or you have to pony up significantly less money for because you are actually stretching the original money that you spent to buy the original stuff that you had. So for someone to tell you that, oh, well, you know, your redemption on this flight was less than 1 cent per point, so that makes it bad. Okay, if I pay $5 and I have a 0.8 cent per point redemption, I'm still on a plane for $5. tell me, I mean, that's how math works. That's numbers. That's the actual, see, I have 5 of them here. So you're gonna tell me to somehow puff out your chest and let the feathers fly. You'd rather pay $150 to $200 for a flight to save points? Are you serious? We don't save points here because the other reason that there's no objectively bad redemption is because points have a lifespan. So it's like you're saving them because you have all these quote unquote bad redemptions, and then they get devalued, or in worst cases, in some ecosystems, they disappear. They expire. Waiting on that unicorn redemption because you have to be like Chad's Money Minutes and get 9.7 cents per point. You don't have to do that. Just take the damn trip already. Or buy the laptop. Or get the Tesla. Or take the statement credit. What is easy for you? Because that is exactly what a lot of creators will tell you. A lot of people out in the credit sphere will tell you your points may vary. That's a cop-out. Your points are not going to vary. Money's money. What are you going to use the money for? Because people will treat their points different than they treat actual money. Because if people were as meticulous and as guarded about their points, I'm sorry, if they were meticulous and as guarded about their money as they are with their points, I'm telling you now, and I've said it before, we'd all have black cards. There would be no credit card YouTube because people would not need to extend credit. You'd have plenty of cash because you'd be watching every nickel that goes out. But I tell you what, next time you have that Amazon binge, or you buy those sneakers that make absolutely no sense, or you buy a car that makes no sense, or you buy your kids something that, for those of you who have kids, when you buy them something that makes no sense, just remember your redemption rate on the real money that you spent. And whether you use a credit card or not, maybe you can do better with the points, because once you get the points, the world is your oyster. Now for the next one, we might as well just keep the ball rolling here, because let's just face it, I ain't winning no awards or getting no play buttons. You are just awful. I'm gonna tell you right now, no one is canceling their platinum cards or gold cards in significant numbers. I don't care how many "is the gold card worth it" videos you see on YouTube. It doesn't matter. This is literally the season for it, because I guess they're going to be raising the annual fee. Who cares? They're not canceling. I'm gonna ruin every video for you. They're not gonna cancel. Here's a good part: you get 4x on food. Here's the bad part: you have credits that you literally have to click 2 times for, because you have to naturally want to eat Grubhub or Uber in order for it to make sense. And if it doesn't, then you're sinning against God. Okay, that's every single "is the gold card worth it" video. That's the synopsis. That's every single one. No, really, stop. Click off this video and go watch 5 of them. That's what they're gonna say. Oh my God, I eat food. Oh my God, I use credits. Then they're going to throw something in there about effective fee, and that's going to be it. And you guys are going to love it. And you're going to watch one every year. I'm serious. Go watch. They're woefully predictable. So, anyway, they are probably going to raise the annual fee on the gold card. Most people are not going to get rid of it. They're not. I'm here to tell you that they're not. Amex did record profits in the year 2023. And if the gold card was so all told inconvenient to use, why wouldn't more people just simply cancel it? Why wouldn't people do the thing that companies don't want them to do, and that is speak with their dollars? Why wouldn't they do that? I'll tell you why. Because they're not. They want the referral points, and then in addition to all of that, their favorite people have gold cards. The gold card has prestige tied to it. And the platinum card. The platinum card has a $695 annual fee. That's literally in the sentence, that's how it's introduced. No one's canceling that either. Not in great numbers, they're not. You may have some one-offs here, but at the same time, let's just face it, I don't care how long Chase wants to leave their CSR the same. Maybe they want to leave it the same for another 12 years. They probably will. Who cares? The CSP sucks. It's up to them. Then you got Capital One strangling out the benefits of the Venture X, but it is still a discount card. Nothing beats the big daddy of travel in a single card, that being the Amex Platinum card. Amex can charge whatever they want for it, because I'm gonna tell you right now, someone's gonna tell you that they have it because it fits their life or what have you, and then they're gonna tell you maybe you shouldn't if it doesn't fit your life. People are gonna have it, they're not getting rid of it. No matter what. I don't care if it's not an earner card, it's the platinum card. That's it. I don't make the rules. Don't argue with me, argue with the creator, argue with Amex. I don't really care who you argue with, but I'm literally just a talking face on a screen. But I'm here to tell you right now, all of those Is It Worth It videos are simply clickbait. That's why I don't make them. But that's okay. You guys, for some reason, keep watching them, and they're never going to change. Oh, by the way, here's the script for the Platinum card. The Platinum card is $695. You get 5x on flights, whether booked through Amex Travel or directly with the airline. And you get a coupon book of benefits. Oh no, a coupon book. You know what? Enjoy the Disney Plus and just shut up and keep your card. Bro, you really wasting my time with this when I can be watching something important like Rose Gold, Classic Gold, Team Travel, Team Cashback. So, number 3, real businesses, that includes YouTube businesses, that includes anyone with a business card, like this guy. Real business owners, they like the Plum card. The what? Yes, the Plum card. I've mentioned the Amex card that almost every creator that I have watched has managed to not make a video about. Now, I have not made a video about the Plum card, so this is it. The Plum card is for real, true-to-life businesses. Do not be misguided in the fact that as a business, your success is based on leveraging money. Businesses run on investments. They run on investments and tend to leverage other people's money in order to bring in revenue. Then they pay their net operating costs, and then they have what's called profit. That is the simplest way I can explain how a business runs. Because while we do have the official trappings of a business, let's just face it, our scale is so minuscule that we could never make use of the Plum card with its sign-up bonus of $500. Cash back with $15,000 worth of spend within the first 3 months, if I recall correctly. And even still with that, that card is set up as a charge card for you to leverage other people's monies because businesses have receivables, they have payables. So they will reward you for paying early because the understanding is that most businesses that are truly trying to scale will have to leverage money at some point or another. Most businesses cannot survive on the model of pay your balance often in full. So why am I saying something counter to what all of you know to be true? Because your favorite creator told you? And that is because interest that you accrue when doing business is a part of a cost of doing business. We'll go into something called EBITDA. So I'm not going to go into it, but look it up. EBITDA. EBITDA. One of those initials, it's an I. I'll let you guess what that stands for. And you'll hear that on a lot of financial networks. Trust me, it plays a role. So when you see somebody telling you that you can't ever pay interest, look, personally, I do not suggest it whatsoever. But your business, as a part of scaling, at some point, if you truly decide to grow it, will pay interest. And if you are truly trying to scale a business, then the Plum card is actually a pretty decent card. But here's the thing, you guys don't know a lot about it because it doesn't have a wild sign-up bonus and get you 1,000,000 MR points so that you can hoard them next to your friends and they can hoard theirs, and then you guys can both hoard them and not actually do anything with them because, you know, you're waiting for this huge points redemption because, you know, you haven't realized yet until some idiot told you in the first perspective that there's no such thing as a bad redemption because they're all icing on the cake anyway. You are just awful. So you guys don't know that yet, but if you rewind, you'll see that, just in case you skip to this part. But real businesses look at the Plum card, and they're going to look at the Plum card before they look at any others that emulate personal cards because it is a straight, bare bones, bare knuckles business card, and it's for those who scale. And once they outgrow the plum card, then they can move into something like the platinum card, as they can absorb the cost of some of those benefits. Now, the thing is with the plum card, it's scaled down, so you actually get CDW. By all means, check the website. It's one of the few American Express cards that gives you the CDW up front. It's not something that you have to sign the card up for. Comes with the card, comes with purchase protections, extended warranties. Those things, don't they sound familiar? Yes, the other cards come with them, because this is the real deal business card. But you're not going to hear a lot about it, especially not in these circles, because let's just face it, we're too tiny, can't make any good use of it. But I thought this is something that you should know. Now, the one you've been waiting for, the YouTube perspective. This is something I've been giving some thought to, and this is something I've been looking at, and frankly, here it is. You have some creators who concentrate on making better videos, and you have some creators who concentrate on making better content. Now, sometimes it's hard to tell the two apart, but if you have repetitious content, if you have repetitious information, if you have bland information, or in some cases flat out wrong information, packaging it in a pretty bow and a pretty box can make it palatable for a time. But then you have people who actually may not have the production quality that you might be looking for, but they are just literally straight arrow on it every single time. Now remember, this is a place for discernment, and this is for those with higher thought processes. So make sure as you are looking through your YouTube channels that you decide which is which, because you got some great videos out there. You really do. And then you got some great content out there that may not be as well known. So this is what we're trying to do, is learn this discernment between the two. And for my creators, my new creators especially, decide which channel you want to be. Because here's the thing, making great videos is not bad. I don't care what kind of content you have, because really you're just trying to get people to watch. All the world is a stage, and any attention is good attention, if that is what your aim is. But please, please, please do us a favor and do not straddle the line, because your content will get lost in the flashiness of your videos that are actually rather non-substantive. So if you're going to go the route of substance, understand that that is a much slower route. It is a much slower climb to the top. Your appreciation will not be as forthcoming as you think it should, but that's okay, because if you are approaching this from the right frame of mind, the content will then speak for itself. So that has been yet another episode of Chat's Perspectives. I kind of just wanted to bite into it. I've been looking at the credit card sphere, and I've been looking at some of the things people are saying, and you know, the capsules and how things have been working. And I just figured I would drop those things on you. By all means, please discuss it in the comment section. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, or if that's the case, you know what? Go ahead and hit thumbs down, because you know, you just don't understand because you're a credit card bro. Rose gold, classic gold, team travel, team cashback. So it is what it is. But with that, I'm also going to introduce you to some of my other perspectives as I do my pointy thing here that I'm famous for. And that's about it. So I'll catch you later.